Everyone, and today we have a fascinating topic. I think it's topic you need to start any single changes, and mainly lifestyle medicine is stages of change. It's about life, it's about health, it's about habits, and it's about our life journey that all of us are going through. It's not a straight line, it's going up and down, and such changes applies to our health, our habits, relationships, family, even pets. When you take decision to have a new dog or a cat, studies abroad, or you decide to start new studies or change your life, it's a new path in your life. It's fascinating, and they also have changes and stages. For example, you want start to exercise, you want to quit smoking or stop drinking alcohol and build up these healthy habits. And let's talk today about stages, what to expect and how your life going to change and from what stages you will go through. Changes happens everywhere. It's a part of our life. In relationships, in the family, when we start having pets, they come and go, in career and in different sort of studies. And they all apply similar principles, the same as the health and how we're going through the life transitions. Understanding of these stages of changes give us insight into human behavior and understand what's staying behind our failures or pulls back. Why changes feel so hard? Because old habits are comfortable and familiar. That's why it's so important our family and environment. When we are young, they're quite flexible. The younger we are, easier it's getting new habits. So that's why it's so important to make major life changes by the age of 25 when our brain is neuroplastic. Within the time, and if you're older than age of 25, they will take much more energy, much more focus, dedication and planning. So our brain prefer routine, even an unhealthy one. So try to encourage your loved ones, your friends and all your family go through changes because you wouldn't be alone. Life pressure like stress in different environment, at work, at studies, at home, and our social obligations make changes much harder. And also everything surrounding us in modern nutrition, modern life surrounded by the stress, sometimes making it very hard for us resist and change society around us. And this is exactly what lifestyle medicine is doing at the moment. Actually, we're trying to go through the barrier, invisible glass, and pushing the glass through. Altogether, if society of residents, of citizens, we're going to pull this barrier, we're finally going to break this down and make our society much, much healthier and much more straightforward to longevity, healthy lifestyle and healthy behavior. And here are the small repeated steps of all of us, not only by me, not only by healthcare professionals, but the more we get together, more we get ready for the changes, better we'll be able to change this world for a better place, not direction that they are headed at the moment. Okay, where this idea come from, a little bit of the history. It was developed back 50 years ago by Prochaska and DiClemente back in Iceland. And the studies was directed mainly what stages we're going through. They want to quit smoking because smoking 50 years ago, we finally discovered is very bad. We need to do something about it. But now these stages they apply in lifestyle medicine and exercise and diet and stress reductions and in different sort of addictions. I would apply these stages to every major changes in our life. So that's why it's important to know them and be patient. Be patient to go through every single stage. And if you struggle with any of them, ask for professional help and support. So Today, we're going to discuss the stages, and that will provide us a roadmap, as a journey for you to understand why change often stalls and how to progress steadily, step by step. The journey of change is never linear. It's never easy as written on the book or Hollywood or Bollywood films. It's moving backward and it's normal. It's up and downs. It's struggles. It's falls. Sometimes it's withdrawal. Relapse is part of learning. It's not a failure. And sadly, a lot of people saying that I tried so many times and I failed all the times. And you will fail because you don't have enough of knowledge how to do it in the right way. Once you learn about difficulties of the journey and barriers that you're facing and ask for support and help, together it will be easier for you to go through these stages and stay on the flow. Do not come back. You will come back at all time. Not at all time. You'll be back once, two, 3 times. If you fail a few times, 3 times, ask for help. Just don't hesitate. Talk to your doctors, to the pharmacist, to healthcare professionals, to somebody who will help you and hold your hand. And of course, your loved ones, your friends and family. So everyone's journey is unique and every journey will be different. And all of us might struggle and delay in different stages. So the first stage, and it's about you're not ready yet, is called pre-contemplation. Contemplation. You're not thinking about the change. You're not see problem or feel it's impossible. So literally, if you like, you're blind. Somebody might telling you that you might need to lose weight, or you need to stop smoking, or you're drinking too much, or you're too stressed and you're in the wrong place and you're wrong in the relationship, but you're not ready. If you like, you're in this blind condition. You disagree, or you don't see importance, and you don't see probably willful blindness, if you like. You're in a little bit on deny, if you like. So I don't need to exercise. I have failed before. So why should I try? Or you don't believe that something is possible. You don't believe in yourself, or you don't motivate it enough. So here, awareness is the first step without a pressure. So learn about things. If a lot of people telling you something when you need to change, you can ask maybe your friends, your loved ones, what do you think? The most important thing what I would need to change without a pressure, without being offended, and listen your 5 opinions of your loved ones and the close friends to be honest with you. And even if you disagree, learn about it. Learn about it because we have these blind spots, what we don't see, and our loved ones and friends, they do see them, and they will be able to support you and guide you in the right direction. So ask them, record them, and learn about it. And then you're moving to stage number 2, is thinking about it. So once you collect or you think about what you never even thought about a change, but everybody telling you, you know what, I think you need to get out of these toxic relationships, or you need to stop drinking or stop smoking. That is a great idea for you to think about it, to see what's the positives, what will be problems. And ambivalence is normal part in this stage. You might feel overwhelmed or unsure if you want to do it. So you want to eat healthier, for example, but you're too busy, you have children, you're stressed at work, you have too many responsibilities. You'd like to exercise, but again, you don't have energy in the evening, you can't fit it on the time. You think you need to go to the gym, and it's always something happening in your life preventing you to do so. So that's why reflect on personal reasons for the change, not others' expectations. Make the list of why it's important to you. Does it comply with your values? Do you value the changes that people are telling you need to do? Take as much time as you want. Talk about it. Yeah, talk a little bit more. Why do you think it's important to use different apps or softwares to figure out, or follow somebody who go through these similar changes, what you need or you're thinking about. The third stage is getting ready or preparation. So you already discovered what you need to change, or you find out, you agree, disagree, then you think about it, and now you're getting ready. It seems like, okay, I think I agree, I need to lose weight, or I need to leave my toxic relationships, or I'm ready for the dog, or I'm ready finally to live with someone and share my life with someone. And finally, you are planning the small practical steps. So for example, if you decide to go to the gym, you buy little shoes, you're getting ready, you're making plan, or you want to eat healthier, you think about how the food affects your glucose, what is the healthy options for you, how do you feel after, you start little step of journaling to look around, and you arrange support. So when in terms of struggle, who'll be the best person? Maybe this person, he gone or she gone from similar problems. Let me talk, or let me follow on Instagram. Here, it's great part for you to start to follow someone who gone through or just gone through similar changes. So what they've done, what struggles they've gone through. So read maybe stories, watch some films, because you will activate your mirror neurons, and that will help you to prepare to your actions a little bit better. So set specific goals and choose start date. So for example, I give myself 1 month. I want to find the best gyms. I want to see if what will be personal trainers, what exercises, when I'm going to do, how many months I will give myself to see if I'm finally ready or it's not. And preparation, the good preparation, increase your chances dramatically for success of your changes. And the fourth stage, we're going through action. You finally start doing that. So usually it's January after the new year. Everybody's signing up. It's like mad and crazy. From new year, I'm starting new life. So January is the busiest time for gyms, for different sport activities, for people signing up on different courses, start to eat healthier. And to be honest, one of the highest divorce rates, because finally people acting, starting new life, and I'm leaving this toxic bad relationships, and divorce list is usually quite busy because you get overwhelmed with thinking that's it. It was far too long, and from new year I'm starting new life and going through it. So actions here. In actions, in reality, we start to act. We're actively practicing new habits, new ideas. For example, you decide to exercise regularly. We decide to stop smoking, and you say, that's it. After this year, I'm quit drinking alcohol. It was too much during Christmas and New Year, or no more socializing that and drinking that much, too much partying. And I start to look after my biomarkers, and I start to look after my health. And that required effort and energy. So that's why I hope you've done a good job before you prepared and you have a good support. Usually we're quite excited, not for long, but it's really, really important to journal your success, to know and be aware about the problems that you're gonna be and you will be in and will go through. And it's important as well to celebrate small victories every single steps, every single day. So you said you're going to the gym twice a week, and you did it. Even if it's twice a day in the same day, but it's still twice a week. Yeah. So you did twice, once in the morning and then you come back in the evening. Yeah. But you did it, and just celebrate that. Well done. This is what sometimes I do. And now I say I'm going to read every day, or I'm going to cross stitch, sometimes do my favorite hobby. And if I haven't done so, for example, in cross stitching, I do, for example, 8 threads per day. And then I didn't, for some reasons. And then I did 16. So I finally say, yes, I did it. And like this, I pretend then I I run faster a little bit, accelerate myself, speed up to make sure, I did what I planned. Even yesterday I missed because something unexpected happened. So try to, I would say, compete with yourself, your inner me, and with your willpower. So keep doing that, or maintenance. So here's very important: sustain new behavior for long term, and that's not easy. I would say is some stress, is social pressure, is something bad happens and unpredictable things happening, and quite often these unpredicted things might drag us back to our previous habits, old habits. And what tools for maintenance you can do is routine. Make it daily, and it's take time to rewire our brain. So remember, if you're over 25, you need physical activity, you need a good sleep, you need good nutrition. Every single new habit requires brain flexibility, neuroplasticity, if you like. So that's why do it before age of 25, or the maximum, or trying to create these healthy habits as much as you can by age of 25. And if you're older, make sure you have all your friends, all the support, healthcare professionals. Budget is very important. Older they get, more expensive it gets. That's it. As simple as that. Because it is expensive. We have to admit, when we're younger, we have less money, but they're much more flexible, and it's easier. Older we get, we have more money, but we're less flexible. So, but don't be greedy. Don't be stingy with yourself. Pay for the help, pay for the support, and be a little bit more generous to maintain your success. Protect your progress, because maintenance is often much harder than starting new things. And so be patient with that, and do not give up. Stage 6, integration or termination, is when your behavior become quite natural to you. So you create this new pattern and rewiring your brain. So congratulations, you've done this as routine, like you're waking up, for example, you exercise, or you're taking a cold shower, or you're making your bed, or you decide to have your new bed routine, good night routine, or you start meditate every day for 10 minutes. So many different things that you might do. So I don't even think about smoking, for example. You stop smoking, or you didn't drink for half a year, and when you're in social environment, you just say, I don't drink, I just want some water or sparkling water or something. And you don't have a guilt or shame or any thoughts about to drink alcohol. Or exercise is part of your identity. So you don't need to push yourself. It's getting so natural. You just find the time, the moment, you do stretching or a few push-ups, or you're getting ready so confident of your actions that you don't need even remind yourself. Sadly, not everyone gets to this stage. Yeah, so a lot of people just giving up, even in terms of on the action time, and they can't even maintain. Maintenance probably is the hardest. Yeah, because when you start doing that, you need maintenance. So, and that we discussed is expensive maintenance. It's the same as a woman start to look after herself, after her beauty. We're talking about maintenance. The older we get, more expensive. Yeah, when you reach from age of 35, 40, it's just expensive. If when you're young, you're pretty attractive, you just put any single dress, and I think it's easy and faster. When you reach age of 40, just take much longer to maintain your attractiveness, to maintain female beauty, and much more expensive. So maintenance is important. Integration in make it daily is, for example, for women in terms of look after herself, looking after your hair, after your skin, after your body. It should be already wired inside of you, because it's not the same when we're young, so it's something we need to integrate. And wire and maintain for quite long period of a time. So, and then relapses. So, is slipping back to normal and expected? It's not a failure. It's a feedback to improve strategies. Sadly, stress, social situation, boredom, and relapses happens a lot of time. I would say in 95%. So that means if you only started, that is your new relapse, a new stage of you coming back. Don't worry, it's normal. So it's the statistics. You are just 95% going through it. Do not give up. So now let's talk why brain so resists change. First of all, old habits is autopilot circuit, and your brain don't think, because our brain and our body want to save energy, because food is expensive. You need to go, you need to hunt, you need to search for it somewhere, and our organism and the brain trying to save up our energy. And then you apply something new, you lose a lot of glucose, a lot of energy, you switched on your oral metabolism, and your organism gets exhausted. So what are you doing? You were sitting on the sofa, drinking wine, and now you're smoking when you get a little bit stressed. So somehow everything was settled, and now you start to exercise. I need energy. All the cells start to work. So this is new habits require effort, repetition in the time, and your organism as well. Your metabolism, your brain needed time to shift and go through the changes. So it's not even about you. It's not only about the brain. It's about every single cells within your body, because every single cell responds to your new habit, and it does take time. So that's why reward system reinforce familiar behavior. From beginning, you find it's very hard, and then it's getting pleasure. You start to enjoy what you're doing. It's if you're not doing that, you're getting ready. Oh my God, yeah, I'm missing something. Oh, because I haven't done that. So neuroplasticity allows your brain to rewire at any age. So yeah, if you're older, it does take a little bit longer, yeah, because this is how you arrive by age of 40 or 50. Of course, more toxins, and depends on your conditions, and the time varies, but we're talking about at least 3 months. Yeah, if you're younger, it might be as fast as 6 weeks. But if you're older, it's minimum 3 months and years, right? So not even year, it might be even years. Depends how many changes and how complex your change is and your goal of the change is. So older adults might need repetition, practice, and support. And don't be greedy, don't be stingy of yourself. Be generous and have a budget for that. If you're over 30 or even over 40, have a good budget. Don't be greedy. If you don't have a budget as well, think about it. If you don't have a budget, allow yourself, be a little bit more patient. Yeah, just face it. But unfortunately, we live in a very materialistic world, and the money plays a role. Money can speed up so many processes, including behavioral changes. If you offer free help, accept. Any extra help, accept it, because they will help you. And here, patience is crucial. You maybe heard about the marshmallow study. It's the power of delayed gratification. It was studied again 50, 60 years old. Then the scientists were giving children 1 marshmallow, and child can eat it immediately right now, or even 2 marshmallows, but he can wait for 15 minutes. So in results, then they watched children who took 1 marshmallow right now, because what point to wait for 15 minutes for 2 marshmallows? And the scientists, so literally they leave in 1 marshmallow on the front of the child, leave the room, leave the camera or the secret monitor of the child, and they're watching if they ate it or not. And after that, they monitor children, how successful they've been in their life. And they notice that children who waited tend to have a better life outcome later. They get more, in terms of more success in their life. They have a healthier lifestyle choices, better coping skills, and a better self-control and patience. And that's mean that small delays and sacrifices today can lead to much bigger gain later in life. And these studies here apply for preparation. So it's very important to be patient, to do very good homework before your action, the ability in how you act. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know the movement? Do you know the steps? What are you doing as the right thing? And maintenance. So be patient. Without patience, the time allowing yourself, it will be very, very hard to maintain and get termination phase. To fix your new lifestyle. So why this journey matters? Because works for health and life goals like weight management, exercising, quitting smoking or drinking, relationships or exit toxic relationships or marriages, studies, they help to develop resilience, confidence, and self-awareness. So reinforces patience and persistence in long-term gains matter more than quick fixes. So here we're not talking about quick fix. It's not like I want it now, just 1, 2, 3, go. It's not going to happen. So everything in lifestyle is quite challenging and is the hardest point. But once you know, it's very hard. Once you know what you should do, you'll be able to prepare. The reality of lifestyle medicine, and I say the worldwide pandemic of obesity, is reality of weight loss, that about 95% of people regain weight loss within 2 to 5 years. 95%. And a lot of them, they put even getting so badly, then even put extra weight, and actually in the worst position than they've been before. And you know why? Because they haven't go through the stages as good. And they haven't got support. They haven't done preparation properly. They haven't got the action properly, right movements. And during the maintenance, they didn't put enough of effort or needed support. So it's not because these people are losers. It's not because people are lazy. It's because of biology and the way how our organism, our brain works. It's environment, what we are living right now. And it's a lifestyle that playing a huge role. So that's why relapse is a part of the cycle. And if you failed, for example, weight loss, you failed quitting smoking, you failed stop drinking, or you failed exit going in a circle, if you like, ask for a healthcare professional, read the right book, ask for the help and say, I'm stuck, I need the help. And usually, psychologists, cognitive behavior therapy, acceptance commitment therapy, these all behavior looking for your mistakes. They all here for you to ensure that that's fine. What is the root of the problem? Where you're blind? What you don't see? Where is this point? And with right support, you will be able to go for this journey better, and you will be able to maintain and get to the final result. So why maintaining, for example, I'm talking about weight loss because it's my field, is medical field and beauty field, and is that important. And biology, that metabolism slows down, hunger hormones triggers at all time. If you like, we put ourselves always in the starvation, if you like, and it's a huge mistake. Environment is very, very easy accessible, and I would say not even accessible. It's only ultra-processed food nearly. If you want to eat somewhere in cafeterias, even in the hospitals, it's ridiculous. The hospital, it's the place should be healthy food, and they have plenty of sugar drinks, Coca-Cola, and absolutely unhealthy choices. Stress, social cues, a social expectation for us to drink if you're going out for the party or we are in a luxury environment, restaurant, and mindset expecting perfectionism. And so we need to delay that and to understand that it's not gonna happen. So how to move forward? Small, very small, clear goals. Use a SMART goal system. I think SMART goals are well known, and you can describe them and you can go step by step. I think I have a lecture, if not, going to definitely record of SMART goals. It's a very good tool. We're going to support you during your changes. Find your support, your family, your friends, social groups, and focus on your personal reasons. Make sure they comply to your values. Values here are also super important, because if your goals are against your values, you're going to fail. Yeah, so make sure you can name your values and you follow that. The changes you're going to do, they are compliant with your values. Track progress and celebrate your little wins, and understand that setbacks is a part of growth. It's absolutely normal if you have them, and don't be scared of failure. So there is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, if you failed it once, twice, or 3 times, don't hesitate. Start it again. Do it differently. Learn about all the stages, and you definitely succeed.